Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. On a snowy day like today, I think about how hard it must be taking care of all the properties around Park City, and that makes this all the more apropos. From Wolf Property Management, Dave Kinsinger is here. Welcome, sir, to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you.
Great.
It's a snowy day out there.
It is.
You're going to be busy taking care of stuff.
Right.
It's, I try to explain to people what it's like when we talk about secondary properties,
Right.
and the fact that, you're far away from your home and, your second home, if as it were, in many cases, and to know that it's being properly managed and taken care of while you're gone, it's kind of, you got to really have some trust.
Yes, you do.
Because you're, most of these people are a long ways away. They're New York, Boston, who knows, Florida, and they're thinking about that place back in Park City and hearing it got snow today and wondering if everything's okay and the pipes aren't going to freeze. And
right.
That's where you guys come in, get involved.
Yes, that is. I like to cater to the second homeowners and build their trust in me, so that I can take care of their property and they can be comfortable with me taking care of it for them, and they don't have any worries or problems, and that's what I like to do.
You guys have been doing this for a long time. You've been around since 2002.
Yes. Talk
about that in the business and where you guys have come from. Is this what you'd imagined when you started out?
I had no idea. I actually started by mistake. It was a lady that owned 4 condos.
Yeah.
And she asked me if I could mow her lawn or stuff, because she had lost the person that was doing it, and it just kind of ballooned from there. She had hot tubs on the properties, and she wanted me to see if I could take care of them. So I went and got CPO certified to take care of hot tubs, and then it's all of a sudden there was a company that called me and wanted to know if I could start taking care of their properties. And
it just becomes a business.
All of a sudden I was like, it was a part-time deal because I had a full-time business in our company in Salt Lake I was working for, and it just went from there. I was very surprised.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. And then you must have been proud too of what you accomplished. Just the fact that it grew organically like that.
Yeah, it just went from 3 years ago. It went from being part-time to a full-time business because the company I was working for sold their business.
Wow.
So
good timing.
Yes, it was perfect timing for me.
It's funny though. I mean, when you look at something like that grows organically, and when all the things sort of come together, and the plan comes together,
right.
Even if it's not the one you'd originally thought. That's a remarkable thing, and I think that's sort of destined at that point. You got to feel like, hey, maybe I'm doing the right thing.
That's what happened. I said, boy, this must be what I'm supposed to be doing, because everything just lined up.
Your call to service.
Yes.
Talk about what Wolf Property Management typically ends up doing on a day-to-day basis when it comes to taking care of these properties.
I do a lot of property maintenance more than the management end of it. I take anything from plumbing, electrical. I do snow removal in the winter time. I do weekly hot tub checks. If they have problems with hot tubs, they call me. And
that one's a big one. A lot of people don't realize how important it is to properly maintain that.
Yes.
If you let it get out of control, even for a week or two, things can go real far south real fast.
Yes.
You can get hurt.
Yes. I went and got certified in hot tubs so that I had the proper training and everything to take care of them, and that's a big part of my business.
Indeed. The side of the business when it comes to managing things for people, you talked about this, the fact that they're putting some trust in you. How are you able to establish that right out of the gate? What are some of the things that you do when you first sit down with somebody and say, okay, I'm going to take care of your property, here's what we'll do, and here's, tell me what you need done. Is that part of it, I guess, kind of talking that
Yes,
through?
I meet the client, and then of course I have references. 99% of them want references.
Of course.
To give them so they can talk to my current clients, and I go through the property with them and discuss everything what they need done, because every client is different.
Yeah.
They want something different done. Some people want me to go pick up their groceries for them.
Right.
I've had one client that has me go pick up things on Valentine's Day for his wife. And she knows I do it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She's figured it out?
Yeah. So it's
She's
pretty
like,
funny. So
Dave brought your Valentine's gift.
yeah, she sends me a thank you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's
it's
pretty good.
It's pretty funny. And, you know, it's you never know from one client to the next what they're going to expect, but that's what I enjoy doing.
Yeah,
You know,
the full service treatment.
Right.
And having a different day every day.
Yeah, every day is different.
very-
You wake up and you have no idea what you're going to be doing. It's some things are planned, of course, you know, your weekly property checks and things, but the rest of it, yesterday was crazy.
Really?
I had calls from, just constant calls from people. I've hooked in with a company that has 130 properties.
Wow.
And they call me all the time for maintenance issues, and it's just simple little things, you know, for me, but to them it's a huge issue.
Yeah, handyman items,
Yeah,
but
yes.
to them, yeah, it's a big
it's
big thing.
This needs to be done, you know, before these clients get here at 3 o'clock or 11 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah, when
So,
all of a sudden the bathroom sink doesn't work,
Yeah.
that's a big deal to them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And those kind of things happen.
Yeah,
Plug
yeah.
drains
Right,
and things.
yeah, and
It
I
just,
do all that.
you never can be too sure what's going to happen.
Right.
Talk to me about you know, when we look at the vastness of the things that are out there and the things that can be done. So many of them do require an expertise, though, that you're able
Right.
to bring to it. You know, as mentioned, plumbing is a big one. It's easy to, you know, if you were to just trust anybody to do that, it may not work out for you in a way
Right.
that doesn't keep it from getting worse.
Right.
Right? There's things that
Right.
can be done that make things worse. Talk about some of the things that you have seen and some of the stuff that you've done out there that, you know, you look back and you're like, all right, we took care of that.
Yeah, I've had a lot of guests at properties where their children stuff things down toilets. That's,
I bet.
that's a great one where you get that surprise coming out.
Right.
It's like, that's a lot.
Wow, Batman.
Yeah.
You know?
Stuffed animals.
Right.
It's too much toilet paper. It's just like, it's
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's a variety. It's surprising with some of the things they put down.
Yeah.
But-
And these are the kinds of things we talk about. I mean, it's kind of silly to think of, but that's the stuff. That's the everyday
Yes.
things that happen.
Yes.
That's where property management, you know, that is where you're really happy to have somebody to call. Because I remember teasing one of my friends in New York about the fact that he's like always calling somebody. He's like, yeah, but you do you do your own thing.
Right.
Most people are not used to doing stuff, those kind of things for themselves. They're
Right.
used to calling someone for the help.
Right. Yeah, and I try to be a one person one service that they can call for anything, because what I can't do, I have connections.
Right.
For general contractors, plumbing contractors, electrical contractors. So I just tell them, you call me and I'll take care of it for you.
Wow.
You don't make a second phone call.
That's
Don't
the
waste
way
your
to do
time.
it.
Most of these people own companies and they're very busy.
Now you have a Facebook page that details some of the work you're doing,
Right.
some of the clients that you have,
Right.
so people can look at it as a basically reference of what
Right.
you're doing, right?
Right.
And then once they maybe have a moment to peruse that, then they contact you and talk about
Yes.
their property. You go out and meet with them then, I guess?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I meet them personally and discuss what their needs are, and then come up with a plan as attack of what they want done.
That's excellent. And then as far as your vastness of territory, talk about that. Where does Wolf Property Management go?
Well, I actually, 16 years ago when I first started, there was another client that had 25 or 21 properties, and some of them were down in Salt Lake, 9 of them. And to this day, I still take care of those.
So you'll go to Salt Lake.
I have nine homes I take care of down there, and then the rest of them are up here in Park City area.
But
Heber,
Park City,
Heber,
Camas,
Oakley,
Heber, Oakley,
yes.
Peoa.
Yes.
You get out to Peoa. All right.
Tiny Peoa.
Yeah, well, they still got property to manage.
Yep.
Right, out to Colville.
Yes.
Yeah. So any of those areas, Deer Creek
Yes.
and beyond, out
Yes.
to, I forget the name of that direction, the little town there. All those areas
Right.
are all within your zone.
Yes.
And as far as time from bringing you on to when you can take care of it, you're immediate.
Immediate, yes.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
come out and meet with them and you can
Yes.
start taking care of things right
Yes.
away. I know a lot of people are thinking they're spring, you're going back home, time to find a new guy to take care of it. Wolf Property Management.
Yep.
All right.
I'm it.
Well, I want to thank you so very much for being here.
Thank
and
you.
It's really great to meet you.
All right.
Thanks for the work you're doing to take care of properties. If you need one taken care of as well, or if you just need help, hey, you need that handyman to come to your home, at a second's notice for all those kinds of things that we mentioned and so many others. And then you call Wolf Property Management and they'll hook you up. We have a lot more happening here on the Mountain Morning Show. We will be back right after this.